Hey YouTube, Weiss Schwarz 97 here, coming at you with a Bakemonogatari deck profile. So yeah, I bought 5 boxes and built a deck out of what I pulled. I'm just gonna say this deck is not how I want it to be as a final version. I did not pull as good as I wanted to in the boxes, but I'll explain in the deck profile what I'd rather the cards be. And yeah, so this is actually the deck I most enjoy out of the American decks, or not American, the English decks right now. It's the one I have the most fun with, but I'll explain more about how I feel how strong the deck is later. But I'm just going to say I don't think it's definitely not the strongest deck, but it is really good. I think it has a nice playstyle and some good plays, or not plays, because just some good tools to use and whatnot. So I'm going to explain. It's red, yellow, not yellow, red, blue, green, and yeah. So to start out, level 0. 4 of this Senjo Gahara. She's a really good 0. She is by herself 4K with hand encore. So she gets around every big beater in America pretty much. So like the Kirito in Sword Art, or in English sets. I keep saying America, but in English sets, she kills the 4K Kirito in Sword Art and the 4K Archer in Fate. She'll get reversed, but then you can hand encore, so she stays. I'm pretty sure the only thing that gets around her currently right now is the Fate 0 Suicider, that's a stock Suicider. I'm pretty sure that gets around her. But yeah, she's the main beater of the deck, the thing you want to get. When you get this card, you can just use this for your 0, and yeah, you're pretty much set with just this card. It's the main beater, it's really, really good. 2 Suicider, yes, out of my 5 boxes I only pulled 2. I definitely want to be playing more of this. This card is pretty good. It's a Suicider, so you kind of have to run it, but on attack you can give a character 500. So it's useful for more than just the start of the game. Honestly, 500 is not that large of a boost, but it's better than, you know, it's still better than just being a Suicider. So she's really good, and I want to play 3 or 4 of her. I'm pretty sure I'm playing 4 of her, though. 4 of this Hanekawa. This Hanekawa comes into play, gains 500 for all the characters, so including herself, so it comes out as the 3K vanilla. And yeah, so I'm taking 2 of her out for 2 of the Suicider, because I want to play 2 of her because she has some nice things about her. Like at level 1, if you play her with a full field with your Hanekawa backup, she can actually kill level 1 sometimes, which is kind of funny, and makes her better than just at the 0 game. But honestly, she's just another beater for 0, so I'm just gonna play 2 of her. But yeah, I didn't pull. I mean, out of 5 boxes, I pulled 2 Suiciders, so I can't really do anything about that. But I'll just pick more up. 2 Hachikuji Brainstorm. It's just like the Homura and Madoka. You tap 2, pay 1. For every Climax you hit after milling 4, you search a strange character. However, this Brainstorm has a bonus effect. If you control a blood character, which you only run 1 of, she gains 2K, making her a 3K beat stick. Honestly, this effect isn't really useful. I mean, it's cool, but it's not really useful because you're not going to be swinging with Brainstormers, honestly. I mean, I'm sure when it comes up, it'll be kind of funny that you ran over something with a Brainstorm, but honestly, it's just kind of like a needless effect. But it is a good Brainstorm because Brainstorms are good. So, 3 of this Araragi. He's global 500 to all Senjos, and when you're level 2 or higher, you can like, I don't know why I'm explaining like English cards. I just don't know how else to explain them, honestly. I have not been playing this deck that long, because I just recently got it, but I do like it. So pretty much you can bring out your Senjo at level 2, which is useful for a few reasons. If you're right before refresh, you can, if your last 3 stock had like 2 Climaxes in it or something, and you really need to pay those out, then you can do it because his cost is top card of your deck has put in clock, and you pay 3. So you pretty much, you don't take a damage because Senjo heals. But paying the 3, if you need to pay out Climaxes, it's good. But also, there are some things in some decks that are best to kill at level 2, like Madoka can bring out level 3s at level 2 using its change. It's a draw phase change, so sometimes they might get past level 2 when it happens, which is cool. But Sword Art can bring out the Leafa when they have 5 cards in deck if they're playing green. And Leaf is a really strong card, but because the way Bake works on attack, Bake is super powerful, so the Senjo is going to kill the Leafa, and sometimes that's really needed. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing 3 of this. I'm going to be playing 2 later, over for something that I'll show you guys later. And then 1 of this Naruto. She's pretty good. on opponent's turn, she gives 1,000 to center character, so she's a little boost, but I play her because she's a nice tech. Say you're before refresh and you just happen to draw some climaxes that you want to refresh with, or there's some climaxes in your stock that you have no other way to pay them out. Before refresh, you can pay 1, discard your way into having more climaxes on refresh. So she's just a little tech card for that, like brainstorm for her if she's not gone yet before refresh. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 16 zeros, but it's going to be 15 because I'm swapping out one of the Ararages for a level 1. So now for the level 1, for Senjo, or it's just lovers, honestly, that's what I usually call it. I don't know what I was trying to do. This card is pretty much the main part of your level 1, and yeah, actually probably the main part of the deck pretty much, or the thing that maintains most field presence. Because honestly, you keep this on field, or at least I keep this on field until like level 3. And I've seen like other people play like that too. It's because it's a 1-0 hand-on core. It's 5k before assist if you have 2 or more experience. So with usually I have like the Hanekawa and an Ararage, so 6k. So that's pretty generic, and it has an amazing Climax combo. I like that Climax combo because it acts kind of like a brainstorm, and sets your game up for like level 3 and maybe level 2, or maybe just more level 1s if you need stuff. If you don't have anything you need, she gets it for you with the Climax combo, and I really like this Climax combo. But yeah, I pretty much hand-on core her until level 3, and you'll see why once I start explaining the other stuff. But yeah, she's the main part of level 1. She's pretty good. Then I play 2 of the 1-1 vanilla Senjo. She is the biggest level 1 I'd play. And actually I think she's one of the bigger ones in like the whole set that is playable, like it's okay enough to play. Honestly, I don't like playing vanillas, but you know, 1-1 vanilla is not too bad. And in this deck she can be like 10k on offense, which is really powerful actually. 10k on offense for level 1 is really, really strong. But on defense, she'll be 8k if you have your assist set up, which is not bad, so decided that a 1-1 is suitable. And then 2 Hanekawa. This is what I'm taking out one of the Ararages for, because I want to play 3 of her. Honestly, you only really play 1, but you want the consistency of drawing her. She is probably the most necessary card for you to pull in boxes if you plan on buying them. I think she's probably the best or second best card in the set, or most needed anyways. She gives Global 500 and gives all characters the effect to tap and gain 1,000, so that's good for boosting your characters on offense, and Global 500 is always nice. And yeah, pretty much this card just makes all your things really strong on offense so that you can handle other decks, and it's really helpful against stuff like Sword Art and with Imperial Queens, because you can usually get over them, which is kind of cool, as long as you have that 1-1 vanilla. And then the 3 backups of the deck. 3 of this Hanekawa, she's good. She's a 1500 backup, pretty, you know, standard. Not too strong for 1500, but it has an extra effect if you have 5 or more experience. You can pay 2 to give the attacking character -1 soul, so it reminds me of Sayaka's Wishing Away, or it's a card like that because it like saves you. Like say you're at 3-6, they have 1 more character to swing with, they swing with 1, you know, they swing with 0. So you're at 3-5, they swing with 2, they swing with 1 now. So it can just kind of save you, and it's just an assist to keep your basic ones alive. So yeah. On to level 2. I don't really know how to play the level 2, honestly. Like, I haven't seen anything I really like. Level 2 isn't that strong, but I kind of just went with the whole flow of the deck, and I'm playing 4 of this Senjo. Gains 1,000 for every other attacker. So again, just like the rest of the deck, really powerful on offense and just kind of subpar on defense. But yeah, it's red level 2, which is important because the way I usually level up mine is level 3 green, level 2 red, and then level 1 blue. It doesn't always happen like that, but I think it's better to play level 2 reds, and she just pretty much gets around anything you need to get over. So, and I play her because a lot of the level 2s in Bake cost 2, and that's right a lot before its strongest game where you're conserving stock. So level 3 is Bake's strongest game. You want to go off when you get there, so you don't try to spend too much stock. So 2 1s over 2 2s is what I think. And then one last level 2 though is a 2-2, gains 500 for every other strange character and combos with the gates. She's good on defense, and she's just another level 2 I wanted to play. Again, I didn't pull as optimal as I wanted to in my boxes, so go with what I have. On to level 3, Bake's strongest point. and the reason that makes this deck really good. One Senjo. I'm not even kidding. There's one in here. This card is really good, like really good. So I'm just gonna show you what I'm playing over the other three right now that I'm going to be getting. These Nauticos, I'll explain her first and then explain her. So this is replacing her because this one heals, and it has a Climax combo with the book that you can search 2 more of her when you attack with it. I don't usually use that though because I try to set up with the Hitagi. So this Senjo Gahara heals on play, really good. When it reverses, if you have experience 6, she gains 500, and when it reverses level 2, a lower character, or to a higher character, you send to waiting room a level 1 a lower character. This is good against certain decks. In English decks right now, I think it's best against Mirror Match, and it's okay against like Fate Zeros, like Red Green. Play the Toki on me and you can kill it. I guess some stuff in Miku. I haven't played much Miku recently because the guy has been playing more of his Bake deck. So yeah, but it's good against other stuff like Angel Beats, which is coming to English. This card's really good against Angel Beats' hand encore thing, but at level 3 sometimes it just doesn't matter. And it doesn't give it, honestly, a good Angel Beats matchup because Angel Beats is honestly super, super good, so sometimes Bake just falls behind because the deck Angel Beats is usually a lot stronger in most aspects. But this is really good against the level 1 hand encore assist. And then for more level 3s, 4 of this Suruga, it heals on play, so yes, Bake needs its heals because it's a level 3 orientated deck, definitely. Win at your strongest point, I guess. So she's like 10-5 hand encore, and honestly once you get to level 3 your things are really big because of the next card, and this is honestly just a heal and also good for setting up your experience. So yeah, did I just blank on her name? Hanekawa. She gives 2k in the front. That's freaking huge. Making your level 3 stronger than everyone else's except, I don't know, Madoka's Sayaka. On offense, fighting a center Sayaka, sometimes you still can't get over it. But yeah, so besides that, your level 3 game is really strong because this, you want to set this up early just so you have it because you don't play as many as this as like other stuff. But yeah, on play she draws 2, discard 1, gives 2,000 in front, and her other effect, which is you can, when you reverse a character, you can pay 1 to put it on bottom deck. It's good in 2 ways. If they're about to refresh, you can give them extra guaranteed damage. So yeah, but it's also like if you're about to refresh, it's a way for your like Surugas to pay out climaxes. Because honestly, sometimes Senjo's going to do it by herself, but this gets Suruga the effect to pay out climaxes before refresh if you're, you trigger them. So yeah, she's really strong point about this deck. And climaxes, it's not exactly the ideal Climax lineup because I have to run the Nauticos. I don't have to, but I choose to because heals are good. So yeah, 4 gates, obvious strongest Climax, and it has a Climax combo with the level 2 Senjo. Honestly, not that good though. It's not something really mentionable. You play gates because it's gates. 2 of the +2 soul combo with the lovers. I play 2 right now. I'm probably going to play 2 in my final, or maybe a little more in my final version, but I'm not going to be playing these books combos with the Nautico, and it's just books. So for now, until like I get Nisei or something, probably 4 of the +2 soul, or maybe add some 2k ones. So yeah, that was the deck. I guess I'll explain some of my thoughts about Bake as I put everything up. So yeah, Bake I think is really good, but it does have like some obvious problems with it, being it's level 1. While being really strong on offense, can't really handle some things, like Imprisoned Queens usually are just a way to just destroy everything, and Sword Art in general, or decks with good level 1s can just kind of get around it. But English sets level 1s aren't like so powerful, or like the sets aren't so powerful in general that they can just stop this deck, so that makes this deck really good in English. And its level 2 is weak, but so are most decks in America right now. So yeah, I've been looking at Nisei Monogatari, and I'm really confused on what to play if I went and got that. Actually, I don't know if I could even play English-Japanese mixed. I've never asked that question before. Oh wow, that's, something just dawned on me. Well, yeah. But if I had Nisei, I don't know what colors I'd play, because yellow is really strong in Nisei, but yellow is the least supported color, or in my opinion, the least strong color, least strong is weakest color in Bake. So I want to play stuff like the Hanekawa and Lovers, which are blue, which is the least supported color in Nisei, and I'm really conflicted on what to do, because I want to play yellow, but honestly, I like blue. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. And red-green, I feel I must. So yeah, this was the deck profile. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously this is not complete, but I tried to explain best how I would be playing it if I had everything. And yeah, this was not Yu-Gi-Oh! Rock 97. This was Weiss Schwarz Rock 97. Hope you enjoyed. Bye, YouTube.